Hi everybody, this is Catherine, your favorite French Canadian. Today I'm going to show you how to boost your FPS in Splitgate. I did a video like 2 years ago about this game, and now I'm going to do an update guide. So first of all, let's start with game mode. So write game mode in your search bar. Make sure that game mode is at on, and make sure that you have your latest driver, because now game mode is a lot better if I compare it like a year ago. You will get more FPS, less stuttering and stuff like that. It's really good for Ryzen processor also. It will take your best core to run your game, and the other core that are not running the game will like use it for other tasks for Windows and stuff like that. So now they can prioritize your best core for games, put some task at off when you play some games and stuff like that. So really important to put this one at on. Xbox game bar, this one is a bit broken again, so don't use it. Put this one at off, causing stuttering in a lot of games, so I don't recommend to use it. Capture, make sure that your capture are at off, so background recording at off, recorded audio at off. I recommend also to remove like all those overlay from Discord, AMD, Nvidia with like auto recording, highlights and stuff like that. Just remove all of them. It will create you some issue with stuttering. After that, another thing that I really recommend is the hardware accelerated GPU. I took a screenshot because now I'm recording on my computer with my Radeon. So people with Radeon, you don't have this option, but people with Nvidia video card, if you have a 1000 series or above, more recent than that, you will have the hardware accelerated GPU. So just search for graphics setting, put this one at on, restart your computer. You will gain like a nice 2% boost in your FPS and more stable FPS. Another thing that I really recommend is your energy mode. So write energy, go to power option. Make sure that you use balance or high performance on your Windows. Don't use stuff like power saver, eco mode and stuff like that. Normally on a desktop computer you will not have any issue, but it's more like if you're playing on a laptop. For example, I had like a Dell XPS and it was using, even when I was plugged on the wall, an eco mode to save battery, and I was losing a lot of performance because of that. So make sure that you don't use those profile. Last thing, it's the GPU driver, so your graphic card driver. Radeon, AMD, go on their website, make sure that you have the latest version. Also, if you have an Intel video card, also an integrate GPU on your CPU. So from Intel, go on their website, download their driver. Don't just like update it with Windows. Windows will just provide you like a generic driver to make sure that you're seeing your image on your monitor. So go on their website, it will help you a lot. So now let's go inside of the game. So now inside of the game, let's press escape. Go to settings. So the first one is your display mode. Make sure that you're playing full screen. I did a couple of comparison between like borderless and window. I was getting like stuttering with the borderless mode, so really important to play full screen in this game. Also for the resolution, I really recommend to use your native resolution. So for example, if you have like a 1080p screen, go with 1080p. Don't go lower than that. You will see that your visibility will be a lot blurry and stuff like that. So you should like use your native, and after that use the resolution scale. So after that, for me, I'm using 2K. If you're playing 1080p or 720p depending on your monitor and you're still struggling after my guide, you can't lower the resolution scale at something like 95 or 90. Don't go lower than that. You will see that your game will look blurry and you will have like some pixels and stuff like that. So don't go too crazy with this one, but this is like last resort. For other people, just go at 100. After that, the FOV. I'm playing at 90. I always play 90 in my horizontal FOV in any game. If you want more FOV, just go with it. You will see that you will lose a little bit, like slight performance lose when you go at something like 103. Because you need to render more stuff in front of you. But honestly, it's not a huge deal in this game. After that, I limit my frame rate at 168. It's because I have a FreeSync monitor and the maximum of my monitor is 170 Hz. My FreeSync range is 48 to 170. Always put like 2 FPS less, 168, because sometimes in games you render one more or even two more. I just want to make sure that I'm still in the range. So with that, I'm getting my FreeSync and I don't overheat when I play a game like that. So it really depends what you want. If you have like a 240 Hz screen, go with 240 Hz FPS, or 238 if you want to be in your FreeSync range. But this is where you can change it. Don't use the VSync. VSync will add input lag. If you have like a FreeSync and G-Sync monitor, normally you don't use that because you will not have tearing anyway. If you don't like tearing and you don't really care about your input lag, you can go with the FreeSync on, but it's really like a question of preference. After that, view distance. This one is a huge, it's pretty important. If you go epic to far, you can get 3% boost, far to medium another 3%, and medium to near, you're getting a 2%. I recommend to play medium in this game for visibility and also performance. If you're playing with an integrated GPU or an old computer, you will probably need to go at near, but medium is a very good balance in this game for your visibility and also performance. Post-processing, I really recommend to go with low. So epic to low, you're getting a nice 5% boost in your FPS, and also your visibility will be a lot better. I feel like in post-processing, they add a lot of stuff like a bit of motion blur and stuff like that. So really important to go low with this one. Shadow, for sure, don't go epic or high. Shadow will give you a lot of FPS. Epic to low, you can get a nice 10% boost. I'm getting medium because sometimes it helps me to see a shadow in the floor because I know an enemy is there. But honestly, if you can go with low and it will help you a lot. More stable FPS, more FPS, and if you're playing on a laptop with an integrated GPU, GTX like 1050 and stuff like that, you can definitely go with low and it will help you a lot for shadows. Texture, I'm going with epic. It depends on the amount of VRAM that you have on your video card. So if you have 4 gig and more, go with epic. 3 gig of VRAM, go with high. 2 gig at medium, and less than 2 gig, definitely go at low. After that, effect, I really recommend to go at low. So epic to low, you're getting a nice 6% boost in your FPS, but it's not more like you're getting more FPS, it's more like you're getting stable FPS. So when you're fighting, shooting, stuff like that, you will see that you're not getting random drops. So really important to put effect at low. And also you're getting more visibility with effect at low. Anti-aliasing really depend here. I recommend low or medium. If you don't mind aliasing in the game, go with low. But medium, I feel it's a good spot in this game. The game doesn't look too blurry, and also you remove a lot of aliasing when you're playing it. I feel like it's a maybe a FXAA when you put this one at medium. And yeah, it's a good spot for this game. And if you don't mind about the anti-aliasing, you can definitely go at low. Portal quality and portal frame rate. This one, I didn't see a big difference in my amount of FPS when I play on my desktop, but on my laptop, it's a huge deal. First of all, the quality of your reflection on the portal, for example, definitely go at low. It's not a huge deal when you play a game like this. So it will help you a lot to stabilize your FPS, because on my laptop with my GTX 1050, when I was like fighting and you're seeing some portal on the wall, I was getting some random drops because of that. And when I put this one at low, it really helps. For the frame rate, I don't like to put this one at low. It feels like my portal is too laggy when I see the reflection. So medium is a good spot. Don't go too crazy with this one like high or epic. So I feel like right now, go with portal quality at low or medium. If you're playing on a really good computer or mid-range computer, you can definitely go high and high. So really depend again on your computer. One more thing that I want to add, it's the UI. If you don't use a software like MSI Afterburner, click show FPS here. You will see the amount of FPS when you play the game, and it will help you to see like, are your change working or not? Sometimes like you can move something and you don't see the difference. So this is the best way to monitor your FPS. So just check on the show FPS. So this is pretty much it for the guide of Splitgate. If you have any question, just come in the YouTube section, post me your rig, CPU, GPU, and RAM. I will try to help you the best that I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.